Good Sunday crafternoon, my friends. Welcome to, gosh, I think this is like week 45 of me doing Facebook Lives. And I have to laugh because when I first started this journey with being online and sharing stamping with you guys, I was so scared. Now it's like, hey, how you doing? So happy Sunday. Today is the 21st of August, and that's going to be very important for a reason here in just a minute. I just want to make sure I was connected. I am. And I want to make sure I see all your beautiful comments. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday crafternoon. My name is Dawn Burgett, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. And if you happen to just bump into me, welcome. And we will do a little bit of stamping today. I changed my whole thing on what I was going to do for today. So I have a really fun card layout that I think you guys are really going to love. I know I love it. And with that being said, there's a couple of things that I want to share with you. And I'm so nervous. I am really nervous. But if you know me, for those of you who know me, know I'm a pretty, I don't want to say, well, kind of an independent person. I mean, I like to try to do things on my own. When I need things done, I get it done. Those types of things. I guess that comes with owning a business, which I owned for 31 years and grew up with for about 42 years. So when you own your own business, you know that you need to kind of take charge of your own thing, right? When I got into Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator, I learned we need a team for us to grow and to reach specific goals and things like that. So eventually I started to grow a team who I love dearly. My team is amazing. They rock. I'm so proud of them. They're like my extended family, and I love to help them. And honestly, the reason why I joined Stampin' Up!, there's basically 4 reasons why I joined Stampin' Up!. First of all, to give back customers. Well, actually, to get a discount. There's 5 reasons. To get a discount on my personal orders because I was spending a lot. Also give wonderful customer service. I believe that giving great customer service is very important. Also, share the fun. I mean, who cannot have fun when you paper craft? I also like to give back to my community, which I'm giving towards the community with the Starbucks stuff. I love that. I think that that's so much fun. I love to give back to my area. And the last thing that I love to try to accomplish every Stampin' Up! Year is to earn an incentive trip. Now, these trips are not easy to do, but it's always been a goal of mine since the beginning was to earn a trip. It's a lot of work, but I am one of those people. I love a really good challenge. So as I was crunching numbers the other day, I noticed that I'm closer to earning the trip than I had thought. I have about a month. I have until the end of September to earn this cruise to Norway. Is that like not awesome? So with that being said, and with the numbers that I was crunching, let me show you where I'm at. I have hung this up on my refrigerator door for just about a year. And actually, I need to fill out a little bit more of this because I am now right here. So as you can see, I need to be here. So I've decided, I'm really excited, you guys, and I want to give back when I ask for help. I don't like to just expect help. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, this is so hard for me. So I decided I would try something new and in the process, give a little extra back to you for helping me out as well. Like, we're going to help each other out. And I'm really excited. And I can't wait to see how many of these boxes I can send. So I'm offering a cruise special mystery box. And here is how it's going to work. So we're going to start them at $50 minimums, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to show you here, up above for the live today, you're going to see a link. That link will take you directly to my online store with the host code that you need. It's all embedded into one. So use the link up above here if you would like to participate and help me out. When you purchase $50, you're going to get a mystery box full of gently used or brand new stamps, cardstock, designer series paper, ribbon, and embellishments, handmade cards, all of the good stuff, all of it. I'm going to bring my retired product over to the house. So it's kind of like a reverse BOGO. I'm going to bring my retired product to the house and fill boxes. If you are local, I will have porch pickup. If you are not local, I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and send out the box, and I'm going to take care of the shipping on it. Okay? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Monica. Thanks, you guys, for being here. So with that being said, with a minimum order of $50, your mystery box will be valued at $75. For minimum orders of $75, your mystery box will be valued at $100. For orders of $100, your package, your mystery box, will be valued at $150. And for orders of $150, your package, your box, your mystery box will be valued at $200, and we'll go on from there. I'll throw in even more if your orders are even larger. And like I said, I do have a special host code for this, and I'll explain why we're doing this. I keep seeing that my video is interrupted. I hope you guys are not seeing that. It's making me very nervous. I'm just a nervous Nelly today, I tell you. I have a special host code for this, okay? Now, the link up above includes the host code in the link, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you're kind of in a hurry, you just want to get the host code, please use this specific host code for this special if you want to receive a mystery box. And I will tell you why. And this will be on all size orders, because what I want to do, I'm going to be the host for this party. And depending on the amount of boxes that we're able to sell together, got to get rid of the boxes, right? So the more mystery boxes that are purchased, the more I'll have to be able to put back into to give to you. So I'm going to use that host code, and depending on the size of the orders I receive, I'm going to pick an item that's current and new and put it into your mystery box. But that is dependent on how many orders I do receive. I hope that makes sense. So I am trying really hard to ship out a minimum of 40 mystery boxes. So if you need anything with Stampin' Up! Products that you don't already have in your stash, or you just want to go ahead and get some basics, like maybe some Whisper White paper or some adhesives. The other really neat thing is this starts today. This Mystery Box Cruise special ends on September the 5th at 8 o'clock in the evening. And then what I will do is I will take 1 week before I send your box out. That way I can use that host code, purchase something really cool, brand new, that I can put into your mystery box, and then I will send out all the boxes the week of September the 12th. Okay? So once again, you won't get your mystery box immediately. I'll send them all out at one time on the week of September the 12th. And once again, the link to shop for the mystery boxes is up above. I'm like super excited, you guys, because like I am like so close. And the bummer is, you know, we work so hard to earn these trips, and I couldn't do it without you. I could not do this without you supporting me and being here with me. I could not do this without my beautiful team of very creative stampers. I'm so proud of them. I know I keep saying that, but I am. They're like my extended family. They really, really are. But between my team and all of you who support me and my business, this is what makes this happen. It really, truly does. And, you know, saying thank you is so, it seems so small for as, I'm very, very grateful for all of you being here for me. So I'd like to give back to you if you're able to help me. So once again, please use the host code above for the mystery boxes. And this again is the guideline on what you'll get in your, you know, you don't know, obviously you're not going to know what's in your box because that's why we call it a mystery box. But trust me, I'm going to pick out good stuff for you. I wouldn't do anything otherwise. So if you don't feel comfortable using the host code and placing an order online, because I know some of you would rather call, that's great. Just give me a call. I would be very happy to put your order in for you to make sure that it gets put in properly so that we do use that host code for the mystery box special, okay? Gosh, there was something else I was going to say and I just had a brain zap. My goodness. Anyway, so again, this special starts today and it will end on the 5th of September. And then I need a week to order something that will be put into your box. So I need to have it shipped from Stampin' Up! So I can put something brand new in your box as well. And then I will ship out the boxes on the week of September the 12th. Okay, so if you guys have any questions at all, I'm going to look over here really quick before we get stamping. And hey, Evelyn, hi. Hello, hello. If there's anybody else here, because I know there is, you guys go ahead and say hi. I've also posted a video about this that I also made to also explain this a little bit, because I want to make sure that everybody completely understands that yes, you're going to get some really good stuff back to you. And like I said, if you're local, we'll have porch pickup for the boxes once they're ready on the week of September the 12th. Like I said, all boxes will be put together at the same time. So I don't want anybody worrying that they're not getting their box. They will be getting their box, I promise. And then for those that are not local, I'm going to go ahead and ship them to you. And don't worry about the shipping. I'll be taking care of that to make sure it gets to you. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. My gosh. The other thing that I want to suggest that if you do place an order for a mystery box, and you do so before, hey, Kathy, and if you do so before the end of celebration, which ends August 31st, not only will you end up getting the goodies from me in your mystery box, but then you'll also benefit because you can pick things out of celebration as well. So that's kind of a bonus to get your orders in, I guess, sooner for your mystery box cruise special. Then later, if you want to get some additional freebies, just place your order for your mystery box before August 31st, and you get the celebration goodies, okay? But like I said, no matter what size the order, please use the link that's up above. Alrighty? Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Here's another reason why you may want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and purchase a prepaid kit, because this will count as a purchase to get your mystery box. So if you start at the 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month, and then what you spend here accordingly, I will, include in the mystery box special as well, because it's a purchase just like purchasing anything else at my online store. So that's an idea too, if you're really loving Paper Pumpkin. And by the way, let me show you the Paper Pumpkin, because I just received mine and I put it together. You guys have to see this because it is so cute. It is so cute. So this beautiful little box was the kit for this month. So if you like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you need to do so by the 10th of the month that you would like to start to receive. So you receive an email once you purchase the prepaid subscription. So look for that. I think it's from Paper Pumpkin directly. And it will give you a link so that you can activate your subscription. And that's very important in order for you to start to get your Paper Pumpkin kits. But anyway, along with this beautiful box, let me show you the beautiful cards and the beautiful envelopes. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. So check that out. Aren't those beautiful? They're almost too pretty to be crushed on through the post office. Oh my goodness. So this kit makes 3 each of 3 designs. I had to think about that. Isn't that adorable? I love these. And most of it's pre-printed. So it looks like you've been an artist, made these beautiful cards, and honestly, 3 of these took me about 15 minutes because I wanted to whip them up really quick just so I could show them to you guys here during my live. But they are so pretty. So when the time comes that the refills are available, guess who's going to be getting a refill of this kit? Wow, it's gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it. So pretty. So anyway, I just had to show you that. And then as we get into September's Paper Pumpkin, oh, by the way, you get 2 ink spots in this kit. Soft suede and crushed curry. Pretty awesome. As we get into the holidays, this is the best time of the year to be part of Paper Pumpkin. We have the spooky treats. And I am never too old for a spooky treat. I don't care. I'm a big kid. Give me the treats. So I love to hand these out to the UPS guy, our postal carrier, anybody else, the bank teller, all those people. Isn't it fun always to get a little something that you were thought of? For sure. And then as we get into the holidays, they're going to have 2 special kits for the holidays as well. So now is the time, if you guys are thinking about Paper Pumpkin and you haven't tried it, give it a try. It is so much fun, and everything you need is in the box. This is perfect for birthday gifts. It's great for kids' parties. It's great if you just want to get together with the gals and put together some cards. Maybe you want to share your kit with them. Maybe you have a group who's new to stamping. Maybe you're new to stamping and you just have no idea where to begin. I remember we didn't have kits when I first started using Stampin' Up! Product. And I have to tell you, when you're handed a 200+ page catalog and you've been invited to a party, how overwhelming is it on what do I order to help the host out? Because I have no idea where to even begin, right? How many of you felt that way when you first seen our catalog? Holy cow. Our annual catalog is gorgeous, but it's also very overwhelming. Okay, let's see. If you have any questions about that, reach out to me, send me a message. I'd be happy to help you. I don't know why, but I feel like my internet is really strangely wonky today. So let me know if this is cutting in and out. Not that that's going to do me any good, but so today I want to show you something. I made these cards yesterday and a few more this morning. It became very addictive. And I decided to take out just some of my designer series paper to show you guys how this will work with just about any DSP. It's the coolest layout and it's really super easy. And like I said, I whip these cards out pretty quick. So we're basically using what I call SIP. SIP? What's that? Stamps, ink, and paper. SIP. And I did use an embellishment because that's just me and I had to add some bling. But I want to show you guys how to do this because it's so easy, so fun, and you can do different themes. So here's the kindest gnome. Here's Santa's delivery. This one is bows of holly, I believe. This is the DSP that's free during celebration. It's called Rings of Love. This is the sweetest Christmas DSP in that suite of product. This is the Hello Harvest. I think that's what that suite is called. And then we also have, by the way, hi Kathy. These cards, though, the rest I'm going to show you are from a pack. I should just show you where it's at. It's a pack of paper that's in the back of the mini catalog right now. So this is active until the end of December. And it's a host pack of paper. And it's found on the very last page. And it's this pack of paper right here. This is getting overlooked. Now you can get this pack of paper as a host. It's gorgeous. It has some really bright, vivid colors. I fell in love with it. And I thought I would just make some cards to help to display the paper, because I know for myself, whenever I see paper in the back or in the catalogs, it just doesn't do it justice until you see it in person. It's always prettier in person, right? It's hard to photograph some of this stuff. And we have some pretty amazing photographers with Stampin' Up! That put our catalogs together. But let me show you what I did put together here. So this is from that pack of paper. So we have the spooky, we have fall, another Halloween, and then check this one out. Happy New Year. I haven't made a New Year's card in a long time, and I love it. So you guys are probably wondering, where did you get those sentiments? So just to show you, of course, the cards that I first were showing you, those are out of the suites, and I tried to pull a sentiment out of the stamp set from that suite. I hope that made sense. Let's see here. And then, to show you guys, these are what I used as far as stamp sets for the sentiments. You didn't see that paper, Jamie? Oh my gosh, it's awesome. You gotta get it. It's really cool. These are the stamp sets that I used that coordinated with, and that pack of paper, by the way, is called Celebrate Everything. So for an example, this Happy New Year, I didn't realize we actually had a Happy New Year in, let's see here. So I used this one from this set, that sentiment, Have a Sweet Christmas. I noticed, I'm like, oh my gosh, there is a New Year in Handmade Wishes. It's like, duh, Dawn. So a New Year and Christmas, in case you want to do that, or you could do Valentine cards with this Pacific layout. I cannot talk today. And with the With Love on it. For the thank you, I used the cup of tea, the thank you out of the cup of tea. And then for Scary Cute, I used Say Boo and Scary On. And I think the other one I used Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet. Yeah, that was the other one that I used. Now, of course, with this layout that we're going to do today, also I used Hello from Hello Harvest with that set of paper. Oh my gosh, I forgot what I was just going to say. I hate when I do that. So anyway, these are the stamp sets I started with. And then this morning I thought, oh my gosh, I can't stop. I need to make more. So that's when I went ahead and I made the other cards that I showed you actually first before the second set of cards that I made yesterday that were only with that Celebrate Everything Designer Series paper. Now the bummer is, here I'm showing you something that if you order a mystery box with me, unfortunately, you will not get the host rewards with this because, like I said, I'm collecting the host rewards to put something good into your box. But that catalog is available until the end of December. So if you do want that pack of paper, you have time to get it, okay? So I didn't want to tease you and then go, oh, wait. But anyway, so we are going to make one of these cards really quickly. So go ahead and get your pen and paper for a couple of measurements, or if you want, I'm going to post this video, of course, to YouTube. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Just make sure to not only hit the subscribe, but also hit that little bell next to it and make sure that it turns black. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll get a notification on your phone or whatever device you use. Let's see here. You're going to need the layering circles. I love these. These are like one of these staples that I need in my stamp room. And I used see, it was this size from this part of the set and this one from that part of the set. So there's just a little bit of a difference in the size. So I use those two. So again, that's the layering circles along with the sentiment that you'll need, and you'll need coordinating cardstock. So what I like to do normally is on the back of our cardstock, or excuse me, our designer series paper, there's a list of all the colors that are used in that DSP. So it helps you coordinate colors of our cardstock and inks and embellishments and ribbons, all the stuff, which is what I love about Stampin' Up. And originally, just to show you guys, I think I found this on Pinterest, which I've always found very helpful when I don't want to have to sit there and think. I just look at this, and I use this for my layers on my cards because I love to layer my cards. I think that's the fun of paper crafting, right? Using all the pretties. So anyway, I originally found this on Pinterest, I believe, and I made a couple copies of it. Hey, Karen, hi. And I keep this by me at all times on my table. But with that being said, sometimes I also need a visual. And where did I put my visual? It's hiding. Aha, here we go. So then what I went ahead and did is, white is always not the best color. Yeah, I guess whatever color works, whatever you have in your stash that you have a lot of and you don't mind cutting it. But I made some of these little, I don't know what you want to call them. Just like a tool. Template. That is the word I was looking for, a template. Oh my goodness. So I made a template, and what I did is I took this here and I started to cut the different sizes so I could see what size it looked like on my card front before I actually started cutting my paper. Does that make sense, you guys? Yes, a template. Thanks, Jamie. Sometimes it's really scary when you get me on the camera. All of a sudden, it's like everything just, I don't know. It's like, where did Dawn's brain go? Okay, so with that being said, the actual pieces that I used for my template ran away. These are the two pieces I did not use because they were too big. Oh well, we'll just roll with it. So what you'll need to do is find two different pieces of coordinating designer series paper. And like I said, this is the Celebrating Everything paper pack in the back of the mini catalog, the July through December catalog. And I cut this piece at, I have to think about this, 3.5 by 4 3/4. That's going to be your first layer. 3.5 by 4 3/4. The second layer is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Hi, Letitia. Hello, my friend. And then you're going to want your card base cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and score at 4 1/4. Go ahead and fold that in half. Use your bone folder so you have a nice crisp fold. And then we're going to need a little bit of adhesive. And the first thing we're going to do, isn't that pretty? Like, I love this. I love the colors in it. I just think it's very, very happy paper. And we're going to put this kind of kittywampus. That's a technical term in the Stampin' Up! World. Kittywampus, right? Hey, happy Sunday crafternoon, Letitia. It's so good to see you. I miss you. Now for this piece here, which is the smaller piece, what we're going to do, we're going to use these two layering circles. Let's see here. We're going to use the larger one first, the larger of the two. And I am going to bring over my die cut machine. Very carefully. My goodness, that's like lifting weights. Oh, goodness. And with that being said, I hope that you guys, let me scoot this over so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to take the smaller piece of paper and my larger of the two circles, and I'm going to lay it onto my DSP so that purposely it's running off the cardstock just a little bit. I hope you guys, yeah, you can see that. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to make our sandwich, and we're going to run this right through. And I apologize for the camera shaking. All right, there we go. So now we have this really silly looking piece of paper. And then with that said, I've lost my circle. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing so good. Let me grab my cardstock just a moment. Let's go ahead and we'll use some crushed curry. Why not? That is one of the colors featured in the paper. I thought for sure I had cut a circle. Oh well. That means I just get to hang with you guys a little longer, right? So basically what I'm doing right now is just cutting a piece to quickly run through a circle. For the sentiment part of the card, I'll put that guy over here. I'm going to grab him again, and we need a circle. So what is everybody up to this weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? Share with me. What have you been doing? Okay, there we go. Perfect circle. I love my die cut machine. It's so funny when Stampin' first came out with a die cut machine. I was like, how are they going to incorporate stamps with dies? Like, it just didn't make sense to me at the time. Let's see. We are going to use, I think I want to use that. And also, I need my ink pad. The funny thing is I just reached for another one of these black ink pads and I had one right in front of me. How many of you guys do that? Oh, Evelyn, that's a bummer. It looks like you guys had a really good visit. And by the way, thank you for bringing them both over to Starbucks on Friday for coffee and a card sip and stamp. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to use Christmas. Whoa, that's noisy. Sorry about that, you guys. And then also Mary. Itty bitty Mary. And then I need a block. And I'm going to position this onto the block. So hopefully I can stamp these together. Yeah, that looks good. Ink it up. This is my Memento ink pad that we're using. My go-to black ink pad. And we're going to go ahead, stamp the sentiment onto the circle. Looks beautiful. And then I'm going to adhere this piece first because I had not adhered it. Just going to take my seal. Whoops. And we're going to layer it, kind of kittywampus the opposite direction. Take my dimensionals and put a few of those on there. There we go. So you can keep it like that. Of course, that's pretty in itself, right? And me, of course, I need a little bling. And then if you really wanted to jazz it up, you could also add, hey, Kathy, Miss Kathy Williams over on the other side of the state. How are you? If you wanted to add ribbon and really foo-foo it up, that would be very, very cute. I'm just going to add a little bit of bling because I just can't resist is just kind of my thing. Gotta have the bling. Okay, there we go. So, how cute is that? Hey, Steph, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Sunday crafternoon. So yeah, so that was my very quick craft today to show you guys how to make this really simple card. I mean, you could whip these out in no time, really. And if you have some designer paper that's been sitting around and you're really not sure what to do with it, chop it, use it, right? We need to use this pretty paper. We need to share it with others. And then of course, send your cards in the mail. That's really important to make sure that we're sending smiles across the miles. So anyway, if you guys have any questions on the measurements or anything, let me know. It's pretty self-explanatory, very easy to do. This is a great card, no matter what level of stamper you are. And once again, as far as the mystery boxes go, if you have any questions about it, please let me know. I am trying really hard. I am not going to not earn this trip. Like, I am on a mission, no matter what I have to do. I want to make sure that I complete my goal this year, because a couple years ago, I wasn't able to go on the trip because of my mother's passing. Last year, Stampin' Up! Canceled the trip. So hopefully we're all going to be able to cruise to Norway in May. So we'll see. So hopefully we'll be sending out lots of mystery boxes. So like I said, if you guys have questions, let me know. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon for your Sunday. And by the way, next week, Sunday, I will not have a live. I'll be coming home from New Orleans. Stampin' Up! Is having a leadership event, and I'll be on my way back home from New Orleans from that event. So I've decided, instead of trying to make a video in advance and making sure it posts and all that stressful stuff when I'm traveling home, we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip for next weekend. Although I will be sharing some pictures and maybe go live with you guys during the event next week, or while I'm sightseeing. I don't know about you guys. I've never been to New Orleans, so it's all new to me. So we'll see what kind of trouble I can get into or not. But anyway, thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here and spending a little bit of time with me today crafting. And if you do use this layout, please share it. Thanks, Kathy. I'm gonna try. If you use this layout, share it. Let me see what you create. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks again.